A warm welcome to one and all. Thank you for joining us. It's a beautiful morning and we are sure it's going to be a very high intensity game.
The captain has opted to bat first after winning the toss.
These players will be taking the field today. Both teams look balanced and eager to perform.
Ladies and gents, please stand up for the national anthems.
Welcome everyone to this wonderful venue. We have the umpires walking out with the new ball in their hand. Openers walking in and the crowd cheering in anticipation. There must be some nerves as the batsman is set to face his first ball. Oh, that's the beauty of a delivery. The bowler really unlucky to not get an edge on that one. That was a moral victory for the bowler. Carved away through the gap for 4. That is smart batting. There's such a wonderful crowd in to watch their favorite players. Well bowled, that's a Jaffa. Batsman takes the long walk back to the pavilion. Smart bowling according to the field set. Oh, that's picked up and straight into the crowd for a 6. That was a stunning shot. But it seems like the bowler prefers to bowl from this end. Wow, he's picked the bones of that one. It's a full house here and what an atmosphere we've had for this match. Good shot for a single. Good shot for a single. I tell you what, the slow ball won't be a bad option on this pitch. That's high in the air. Turned away for a single. In the air. Oh, what a catch. He managed to hang on to that. Just that one to perfection. He looks frustrated as he takes a long walk back to the pavilion. The close-in fielder should be on their toes to ensure that the batsman stays on strike. Well, he has to bowl that one again. Directed, absolutely bang on the stumps. Beauty from the bowler, zips past the edge. The batsman should watch the ball closely and get in line at the ball. Now that struck beautifully, terrific shot that. Well, the captain has decided taking the pace of the ball is a good way to go. Well, that brings us to the end of the power play. Fielding captain can now have more fielders outside the inner circle. Directed. As a batsman, one should never take on his arm. I tell you what, he uses the crease well to play the spinners. That's gone high. Good shot for a single. Turned away for a single. That's an overthrow. These extra runs can prove to be costly in the end. Tried to take advantage of the overthrow. A bad call, and he has to walk back to the pavilion. Looks frustrated as he takes a long walk back to the pavilion. Getting run out on an overthrow is the last thing you want as a batsman. Nobody's chasing that. That's going to be a terrific four. He's not going to miss out on those. Very good running between the wickets. Well, the captain has been very smart with his bowling changes. Well placed into the gap, possible too. Spinner brought back from the other end. But that's going to be for all right. Sweet timing. Slim pickings at the moment. The batsmen need to up the gear a bit. Good placement by the batsman. He should be looking for some runs here. Well, the batsman sees that one early, gets into a great position, got it from the meat of the bat. Bowlers can actually get extra bounce by bowling cutters on this pitch. Tremendous hit this. That's a crowd catcher. That's a six. Fantastic batting that. Great execution. Oh, has he got him? The umpire thinks otherwise. And he decides not to take the review. Great shot, middles it and penetrates the gap for four. There's such a wonderful crowd in to watch their favorite players. That struck beautifully. Terrific shot that. Very important to keep wickets in hand, because in the death overs, they'll have that security. Missed time should be taken, and it's taken. Looks frustrated as he takes a long walk back to the pavilion. Smart bowling, bowling according to the field set. Played into the gap, should be able to run two here. That was a poor throw. Needs to be a lot more accurate. Oh, that's a good delivery, right on the money. Tell you what, that previous delivery must be playing in the batsman's head. That looks close. Big appeal. Beautifully bowled, and the batsman has to go. Goes upstairs. Batsman in a spot of bother there.
Right, checking for a no ball. Fair delivery, no problem. Reaching outside. Impact in line. Wickets hitting.
And the deadly finger goes up. Looks frustrated as he takes a long walk back to the pavilion. Last ball coming up. Got him. That's a stunner. Out for a duck. End of the first inning. Won't be long before we resume this thrilling contest. The fielding side looks warmed up and ready to go. Pace bowler into the attack. The bowler has the new ball. We're all set to go for the first ball of the innings. Oh, that's very close. Gone. That's terrific bowling. Goes upstairs. Batsman in a spot of bother there.
We're checking for a no ball. Fair delivery, no problem. Reaching outside. Impact outside. Wickets hitting. I'm afraid you need to overturn your decision. Will be on sprint now.
Finds the fielder, couldn't find that gap. Played away towards the fielder, no run. He's very lucky to get away with that one. That's skillful bowling. The batsman should watch the ball closely and get in line at the ball. Well, that's a massive six. Made a cracking sound at the bat. Wow, that is extraordinary. That's a magnificent hit for a six. Spinner brought into the attack. Oh, that's picked up and straight into the crowd for a six. Smart batting. Batsman purposely picked the shorter side of the ground. He didn't get any timing on that one. Excellent running between the wickets. Poor ball, but that's a sensational shot. That's going to be four. Magnificent striking from the batsman. Well played, but straight to the fielder. Good effort by the fielder. That was outstanding fielding. Good shot for a single. It's a full house here, and what an atmosphere we've had for this match. Well played, but straight to the fielder. Pace bowler now into the attack. He decided to bowl that from round the wicket. That's a beauty. The batsman had to play at that one. That was a moral victory for the bowler. Good shot for a single. He really had to reach for the ball to collect it. Bowlers can actually get extra bounce by bowling cutters on this pitch. Handsomely played, but straight to the fielder though. Turned away for a single. Very well played, just working on the field where the gaps are. Oh, that's beautifully done by the batsman. Exquisite timing. Will he take him on again? Let's see. Very good running between the wickets. Spin him back. I think that's a good move. He decided to bowl that from round the wicket. Good shot for a single. Bullseye. What a throw. Flat and fast. The batters need to start taking a few risks now. Scoring rate at the moment is a crawl. It's in the gap. They will look for some extra runs here. Well, that's out. Poor shot from the batsman. Must be kicking himself. The fielding side is ecstatic after that breakthrough. Looks frustrated as he takes a long walk back to the pavilion. That was some smart bowling, enticing the batsman to play at that one. The bowler is fired up, looks good to get another scalp. Well placed into the gap, possible too. Very well played, just working on the field where the gaps are. Turned away for a single. That was a poor throw. Needs to be a lot more accurate. Very well played, just working on the field where the gaps are. Very good running between the wickets. Pace bowler into the attack from the other end. Excellent running between the wickets. Good shot by the batsman. Can they steal a second here? Nice throw straight to the top of the stumps. Very important to keep wickets in hand, because in the death overs, they'll have that security. Easy enough for the batsman to play for a single or a two if they run well. There is a little bit on the surface for the bowlers. It is also good for batting. Oh, huge appeal. Then given. Batsman doesn't look confident with that one, and he decides not to take the review. The fielding side is ecstatic after that breakthrough. The close-in fielders should be on their toes to ensure that the batsman stays on strike. 4 runs, plays into the gap fabulously. Last ball coming up. Good shot for a single. Good game awareness. He was covering the throw well.